All right, so we're live. Okay, this is good. Okay, let me just make sure that it pulls up here and it's I can mute it so we don't have that background noise. So in addition to this great information I'm going to be sharing with everybody, all right, so we're live. Okay, this is good. Okay, there we go. All right, so in addition to the information that I'm going to be sharing with everybody here this morning, I do have some special giveaways that for everybody that is either here live or someone who actually catches the replay. This is something I'm going to be offering to everybody as part of my 1-year anniversary with this special company that I'm going to be talking about this morning. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to give everybody the opportunity to qualify for prize drawings here live on the webinar, as well as qualify for our weekly cash prize giveaway. And then also we have a very, very special highly collectible item that I'm going to be having a drawing for at the end of the month here in January. So, and in order to qualify for that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this information in the chat real quick here. Just go ahead and send me an email at rick@silverandgoldsolutions.org. And in order to qualify, it's very simple. All you have to do is send me an email there and let me know your biggest takeaway from the presentation. Was there something that you had an aha moment? Like for me, this was like changing information when it was shared with me. So it may be for you, it may not be for you, but this is something that just kind of give me your feedback on the presentation, whether there was something that you didn't know, was there a big takeaway that you had from the presentation, or if there's something that you would I could do better as far as presenting or explaining something better. Okay, so that's just a little any type of feedback. That's great. That's how you'll qualify for the weekly and the monthly drawing. And then also that's a great way for you to reach out to me with any questions, because a lot of times in the past, I've been on numerous presentations where it's like you're watching something and then an hour or two later, you have a question and then yet there's no way of getting an answer for it. So this way you can reach out to me at rick@silverandgoldsolutions.org with any questions that you might have. And then I will get back to you as quickly as I possibly can. Okay, so that's important information there. And then I'm also going to put in here, I do have a income disclosure statement, because what I have here in this presentation is there's actually an opportunity, and it's something that's by no means do you have to participate in this, but in case you do, I do have to have the income disclosure statement up there. So if you click on that link, that'll actually show the income disclosure for this company called 7K. And it's something that, like I would like to call it the cherry on top. It's something whereas you're saving and building wealth for your future, you can actually only share with you a way that you can earn passively in the process, which is really a phenomenal opportunity. Okay, so with that, okay, so there's my email address, there's the income disclosure. And I'm also going to put one other link in here, and this is actually gives a 10,000 foot overview of what I am sharing here this morning. So if you go to this link here, it'll actually have 3 short videos of what I'm sharing this morning, and then it's you can watch that, and then even if you want to double check it after the presentation, you can. It's good information to do, and it's real quick. I think the 3 short videos take like a total of like 2 minutes or something, a little over 2 minutes. And then there's a button there that if you're interested, right below it's a blue button that says sounds good, or let's get started, and you click that and you go from there. Okay, so we got that information there. And what I want to do is I'm going to share a PowerPoint this morning with everybody. And with this, there's actually a short video that I'm going to share in this presentation. Okay, so there we go. And it's something that to me, this is like really life-changing information. Okay, so we're going to be talking this morning about the most overlooked and simple technique to building wealth and growing your income starting today, and how you can build wealth and have a more secure financial future. Now, this is something like I said before, what you do with your money is just as important as how you make your money. Okay, and that's actually even more important, because if you're, everybody has their expenses and the cost of living and everything, but saving or starting to build that wealth for your future is very important for a lot of people. And then if you don't, you either wind up working every single day of your life and then have nothing to show for it. So that's kind of why I'm excited to share this with everybody, because this gives everybody an opportunity, regardless of your income, what you can start doing today. And with what I'm going to be sharing, I'm just going to point this out real quick too. With what I'm going to be sharing, if you can't actually do specifically what I'm sharing with you here this morning, take the concept, take what is being discussed here, that what I'm sharing with you, and implement it somehow implement into your monthly goals or objectives. Okay, it's something that everybody can do. Okay, now like the opportunity that I'm going to be sharing with everybody. It is limited to 7 countries, and I will go over those in a minute here. But even if you're not in one of those 7 countries, you can still do the same type of thing just in your own country and in your own, means. Okay, and I will explain that here a little bit more. Okay, so what we're going to be talking about this morning is, how to start saving in the form of precious metals, i.e. gold and silver, and what are the benefits in saving in it. Okay. And that's something where, I grew up knowing that saving in gold and silver was always very important. And that's something that was, shared with me from my dad. He's the one who taught me everything. And even right before he passed away, a little over a year ago, that was one of the conversations we were having one day when I was visiting him. And is gold and silver and precious metals. And we never really quite finished the conversation, but I've always known that it's been important. Everybody knows that, but a lot of people in a lot of cases don't know how to do it. Okay. And that's what was really exciting for me when this was shared with me. It's because I'm going to pass this information along to you. And that's, like I said, this is an informational presentation. So it's something that if you want to take a couple notes, it's great. Like I said, if you have any questions, do not hesitate to ask. Okay. So I'm going to be sharing with you, how you can save, who you can trust, and how do you know if you're getting a good deal? Because that is something that there's a lot of companies out there that you can actually purchase or save, in the form of gold and silver with. But there's certain things that you want to look for with these companies. Okay. And as far as, you want to make sure that you are getting exactly what you're paying for, and that the company does have stuff that they can actually trace and track every step of the way, where that gold or silver came from. That's very important to know. I'm also going to share with you how you can afford to purchase gold and silver, even if you're on a tight budget. So like if you're making minimum wage or $15,000 a year or $15, $15 an hour or something, or you're working a part-time job, or, even if you're making 150,000, regardless of your income, every single person can do this. Okay. And as a matter of fact, I think I broke it down, and you can save roughly $3.80 a day, or find some way to do that. You can actually utilize what I'm sharing with you here this morning. Okay. So it's something that, like I said, it's something regardless of your income, this is something that you can do. And like I said, implement what I'm sharing with you some way into your plans for saving for your future. Okay. And this, like I said, this is informational, and you're going to get a lot of insight as to, what's happened with the value of the US dollar and fiat currencies over the course of time, and what's happened with precious metals over the course of time. And until it's actually shared with you, like in black and white, where you're seeing the examples, you really don't grasp everything of how much of an impact it has on how you save. So I'm also going to be covering with you, can gold and silver build true generational wealth? Now that is actually a fact. Okay. This is something that we'll just talk about right now. You look at the families that generation after generation, they've been wealthy. You go back 50, 100, 150, 200 years ago, they've always had this wealth. And there's one key factor that all these wealthy families have, and it's that all of them save a certain percentage in the form of gold and silver. Okay, because obviously they didn't have cryptocurrencies and everything, 50, 100 years ago or more. But one of the key factors is they save in the form of gold and silver. Now, usually wealthy families have multiple things that they save in, and they diversify in that. But that is the one common denominator. And even Robert Kiyosaki, he's one of the ones that's actually pretty open about discussing the importance of saving in the form of gold and silver. So, and even if you watch what Warren Buffett's done over the years, you can usually kind of tell what's going to happen, or what he foresees when it comes to precious metals too. So those are pretty much two of the only people that I know personally. I don't know them personally, but I know of that actually have been outspoken about the importance of silver and gold. But in most cases, most wealthy people don't talk about it. Okay, so it's something to just kind of keep in mind. I'm also going to share with you what your financial institutions and your financial advisors are not sharing with you, and also how you can start today. And like I said, I do have a very special opportunity. If you're located in one of these countries, the United States, Canada, Australia, Ireland, UK, New Zealand, or Singapore, this is what I'd like to call the cherry on top of what I'm sharing this morning. It gives you an opportunity as you're starting to save for your future and build that generational wealth. There's a way for you to earn passively in the process. Now, like another disclaimer here is you don't have to do that. You don't have to try and earn with it. It's something that, like I said, this is informational. And my biggest point is to have you utilize or implement what I'm sharing with you some way or shape and form into your how you approach money and saving for your future. Okay, that's the most important thing is, having that, the information in order how to save in the form of silver and gold. Okay, so who is this for? It's for anyone who understands the importance of saving in the form of gold and silver, but they're not sure how to go about doing it. And that was me a little over a year ago. If you would have asked me, I would have had no idea. I would have said, well, let's look it up on Google and figure it out. And that's the thing is, a lot of people, when you're not sure how to do something, you just continue to doing things the way that you normally do them. So it's something where if somebody shows you something, at least you have that information and you can go, utilize that, what you're learning, and then implementing it into your life. So this will cover that with you. It'll also show you how to, for those who are looking for their options to save and control how much and how often. And it's also for those who have a job that does not offer a 401k. Like if you're working for a company that has a 401k, I highly encourage you to take advantage of that, because that is a great asset to have, because, you don't even really notice the money being taken out of it. A certain percentage comes out of your paycheck week after week, but you don't really even notice it being gone, because it's not, you get used to what you're receiving in your paycheck. And then meanwhile, that money's working for you behind the scenes, depending how you have it split up or diversified. That money starts slowly growing and building wealth for you. And that's one thing that a lot of people think, that being wealthy is something that happens instantaneous. And unless you win a lottery or something like that, or fortunate enough to still bought Bitcoin when it was, pennies, and now, you still have that. That's one example. But in most cases, wealth is building over the course of time. And same with like a 401k. Like I like to attribute this, what I'm sharing with you this morning, as something like your own personal 401k in the version, in the form of silver and gold. Okay, so this is something to kind of keep in mind, that it is a gradual process. But if you do it, month after month after month, it does start building for you. And before you know it, you are building that wealth for yourself and your family. It's also for those who have maybe a son or a daughter or grandkids that are looking to go to college, and you're looking for another option of how to, put something on the side to help, pay for that. Okay. And then it's also for those who are, looking for another option for another nest, putting a little nest egg for yourself personally on the side. And like I said, I do have the opportunity for, if you are looking for a way to earn an additional income, this is another opportunity for you, because it's, like I said, it's the double whammy. It's the cherry on top, where you can actually earn passively while saving for your future. And like I said, this is for someone who wants to actually teach their children the importance of gold and silver. Now, I wish this was shared with me decades ago, because I would probably be presenting this from a laptop out on a yacht in the middle of the Caribbean. So it's something that, if you have children that are like teenage, high school, or even college age students, I would highly recommend and encourage them to at least watch the video that I'm going to share with you, because this is something that it may not be the most exciting thing to watch for them, but it's going to change their perspective on things. And like it did for me, and here at, 50 years old, when it was shared with me, it changed my whole way I looked at saving for my future. Okay. So it's something that everybody should be aware of. And it's something that's not taught in the formal education system growing up, because it wasn't shared with me, wasn't shared with my two sons when they graduated or went through high school and graduated. So this is something that's very important for everybody to know. So what I want to do real quick to recap how to qualify for the drawing, send me an email at rick@silverandgoldsolutions.org. Let me know your biggest takeaway from the presentation. And then, this will qualify you for the weekly cash prize drawing, which we will have this evening at midnight. And this gives people the time that watch the replay the opportunity to send me the email and qualify. And then also allows you to qualify for the monthly drawing as well. So you only need to send me one email to qualify for both. And then also, like I said, you can use that email address to contact me with any questions. Okay, so without further ado, what I want to do is I want to bring in a gentleman by the name of Zach Davis. Now, he is the co-founder of this one company called 7K, and he has a really, really nice presentation. He shares what's happened with the fiat money, paper dollar, paper currency, what's happened to the US dollar over the course of time, and what's as far as inflation and why the money that you earn is not buying as much as it used to. Okay, so it's like one of those things, you're working at a job and you get the raises every year, but even though you're making more money, you don't seem to really have more money. So he kind of goes over that, and then he also shows what's happened with precious metals over the course of time. And it's really something when you see it in black and white and examples side by side, it really is eye-opening. So I encourage you to take some notes while you're watching this. And if you have any questions, I want to be watching this with you. I do have to make sure that everything is going okay on YouTube, but then I will be back watching the presentation with you. And then I will be back afterwards sharing an exclusive opportunity that is from me. Just like the drawings that I'm giving away here, this is from me personally to thank you for taking your time to watch this presentation and to learn about the importance of saving in the form of silver and gold. And it's just my way of thanking you for doing that. And it has nothing to do with the company that I'm talking about here. This is my personal gift. Okay, so this would come from me. And then I do have an exclusive opportunity that I know that nobody else in the industry is doing regarding this type of offer. Okay, so I will be back afterwards and share with it with you, and then wrap it up with some Q&A, and then we'll go from there. Okay, so without further ado, here is Zach. And he does talk about the income disclosure. So that income disclosure statement I have up here in the top right corner in the chat, he does kind of go over that at the beginning. So it's like 30 seconds. So bear with him when he goes through that. And then he's got a really nice, exciting presentation.
Purchasing precious metals, bullion, coins, and/or collectibles involves risk. We strongly encourage you to exercise due diligence and properly educate yourself prior to purchasing precious metals. The information presented in 7K's wealth strategies is not to be considered tax or financial advice. We encourage you to seek appropriate professional advice regarding the tax and financial implications of buying, owning, or selling precious metals. The price and future value of precious metals is based on many factors, including but not limited to market and economic conditions. Past performance of precious metals is no guarantee of future performance or future value. Do you feel like you're working harder for your money just to get by? It's not just you. Millions of families around the world are feeling the exact same thing. In fact, as of 2017, 44% of Americans said they couldn't cover a $400 emergency expense if it popped up. So what's happening? Take a look at some of the major staples in our lives today and how much more they have increased in costs from the year 2000 to 2018. Water and sewage up 133%, car insurance up 97%, and the list goes on. This isn't even counting the 2021 inflation numbers that are the highest since 1982. We're all feeling it, but why is it happening? It's not that things are necessarily costing more to make or service. It's that the fiat currency used to buy the goods is becoming worth less. As you can see, when the Federal Reserve was created in 1913, a dollar was worth, well, a dollar. Because of some government decisions, such as going off of the gold standard and increased money printing, the purchasing power over time was dropped to less than 5 cents on the dollar compared to 1913. Now, this isn't anything new, unfortunately. There's a long list of countries where this exact same thing has happened, including Germany, Argentina, Zimbabwe, and most recently, Venezuela. In each case, they have attempted to print themselves out of their version of a financial crisis. The playbook is being passed around the world, and the result is always the same. If you look at the M1 currency supply chart, it will give you a good indication of what result we could be headed for in the United States. The M1 currency supply is just a way of showing how much printed money is in the hands of the citizens in a country. It is a direct link to the printing of fiat currency. As you can see, the US made a drastic decision related to the COVID-19 pandemic in the year 2020 and decided to go on an even more massive printing spree. As we have seen throughout history, more printing means some more inflation, which means it takes more fiat currency to purchase the things that we need to live. So how are we supposed to protect ourselves from what seems to be a runaway trade? There is a secret that government institutions, banks, and wealthy families have used for ages. It's called sound money. Don't worry, it's just a fancy name for gold and silver. Gold and silver have proven to maintain its buying power throughout history, no matter what happens to fiat currencies around the world. Let's take a look at some examples. In 1965, 1 ounce of silver and $1 had equal purchasing power. You could have used either 2,500 ounces of silver or $2,500 to purchase a brand new Ford Mustang. If you would have had the same 2,500 ounces of silver in 2020, you could have purchased 2 brand new Mustangs. But $2,500 could barely even cover the down payment to get one. The same is proven true in the housing market. The average home cost in 2001 was $169,000 or 626 ounces of gold. In 2021, you could have taken less gold and purchased 3 homes, even though the average home cost in dollars almost doubled. The list goes on and shows how gold and silver is one of the best ways to play defense against fiat currencies that always decrease in value over time. There are usually a couple things that happen though when individuals find out about the value of sound money. First, questions. What should I buy? Who should I trust? How much does it take to get started? And do I need to be an expert to win? The second thing that happens is a discovery of things like mixed advice on what to buy, scammers, high minimums, and people selling inventory they don't actually have, and much, much more, which all cause more questions and a general mistrust, leading them to never, ever get started. Maybe this sounds familiar, but we believe things just shouldn't be that hard. We believe that every family deserves a real chance to get ahead of the game, not only now, but forever. Really, our goal is to help you get started on a path that will help you create a true legacy for generations to come. So who are we? We are 7K, a community of people on a mission to help each other create financial independence, preserve wealth, and create an exceptional life through both good and bad economic times. 7K was founded in 2016 by these 4 individuals with over 100 years of combined business experience. They all have different skill sets and strengths, but all share the same values and belief in helping the average family get ahead. Together, they set out to create a vehicle for people to find more hope and less stress. That vehicle is now a membership, much like Amazon Prime, Spotify, Hulu, or countless other companies that also have a membership, but much more powerful. With a 7K membership, one of the easiest ways to start is by grabbing a little bullion. Bullion is non-collectible gold and silver. Non-collectible gold or silver is a great way to shore up the defensive side of your wealth portfolio. 7K makes it easy. They carry physical gold and silver in different forms. They only sell the things they have in inventory. You won't find minimums or maximums, period. You can literally start with $1 if that's your current budget. And one of the coolest things is that 7K has made transacting in gold and silver possible again. It makes it easy for you to create and execute a good defensive strategy. But there isn't a good sports team in history that has won a championship on defense alone. Just like that, you also need a very good offensive strategy. That offensive strategy can be found inside of collectibles. The collectible market has proven to be a robust way for wealthy families around the world to not only protect, but also grow their wealth, and more importantly, their legacy. A collectible usually has to be rare or low mintage, has to have unique or artistic designs, a great story, or have historic significance. So if you look at the paper this amazing Spider-Man comic book from 1962 is printed on, it's only worth a couple of dollars. In 2021, this comic book sold for a record $3.6 million. The person or family that bought this book was not buying the paper. They were buying the emotion, the art, rarity, story, and other things they found valuable about this book. In fact, most wealthy families that are playing the collectibles game are doing it not only for their financial protection or gain, but also to preserve their family legacy. If you look at the top 5 places wealthy families turned in order to protect and grow their wealth during the financial crisis of 2008, you will see that 3 of the 5 things are collectible in some way. And the other 2, sound money. Unfortunately, not many families have an extra million or 2 laying around to buy high-end collectibles, nor would they even know where to start. But 7K is bridging the gap so that the average family can start playing the game with rare, unique, but also affordable collectibles through modern coins. In 2004, a coin called Tiffany Art No. 1 hit the market for about $90. Now, $90 doesn't seem unreasonable for the average family to scrape together in order to add this incredible coin to their wealth portfolio. Today, though, if you wanted to go buy this same coin, it would cost you at least $8,000. But the metal in the coin is only worth roughly $50 today. The additional value in the coin is due to the rarity, story, beauty, or whatever else a potential buyer finds to be valuable. That is the added leverage or offense collectibles can add to a wealth portfolio. You can see here just a few more examples of the same thing play out in other coins. Modern collector coins have a very good track record over the last 20 to 30 years of being a powerful tool inside of the offense of a well-rounded wealth strategy. 7K not only offers some of the best coins from around the world, but also designs and mints its own coins, giving 7K members exclusive, or first access. 7K also makes adding cool, unique, and rare collectible coins extremely easy through one of the most powerful member benefits called the autosaver. The autosaver program takes all of the thinking out of collecting and leverages the experts at 7K to send you a rare and exclusive collectible coin every single month. It is truly a set it and forget it, zero discipline approach to automate your collectible asset stacking. You would just need to choose one of the options you like best and watch them show up at your door every month. There are other ways you can also take your stacking to the next level, though, with your own shopping cart called 7K Selected and also special sales called Coin Drops. 7K provides many ways to win with collectible gold and silver. As you can see here, Eddie Spears has spent very little time to get a massive head start, making sure a wealth legacy comes from him. All the same, Chris Latin Sr. says he collects both bullion and collector coins, and you can see he has built a very nice stack. He even claims it is now one of his most valued possessions because of what it will mean for him and his family in the future. Gold and silver are not only effective, but can also be super fun. The 7K is much more than just a gold and silver company. Their focus is to help in any way possible you build a legacy that you feel is important. As you dig into the membership at 7K, you will find many different member benefits to help you build that legacy from many different angles. Each could be an important tool in your financial strategy to reduce the stress of the current economy and add more hope for the future. Although you will have plenty of support early on to help you get started in your journey with precious metals, being a proficient and educated buyer is an important component to hitting your new goals. The buyer certification training will help you find what type of buyer you might be, what goals you might have based on what is important to you, and also what type of defensive strategy you might want to set up for yourself. The collector certification will help you move towards a winning offensive strategy, teaching you all you need to know about the ins and outs of the collectible coin world, what types you might be interested in, and also some expert tips from a world-renowned coin expert. As you dig into collectibles more, you will also find the power of collections, and inevitably, you'll be searching for a coin to complete a certain series or set that isn't for sale on the first-hand market anymore. The next member benefit helps solve that problem of where you might find that coin, along with other problems that were previously obvious in the collectible coin market. Stack and Sell is a complete and robust marketplace that values authenticity. Now you can easily buy graded collectible coins from other collectors without worry. It also features the world's first inventory system for collectors where you can track what coins you have and what their current values are. Collecting gold and silver is fun, the 7K believes it should also power your lifestyle. Putting a value on memories made around the world is actually priceless. With a 7K membership, you can choose to travel around the world on the company-sponsored trips. Any member can choose to go, and usually at a discount from market rate. There are also other 7K getaway trips where you can spend time with the founders, the executive team, and those can be won through contests. With 7K, you really can create a robust lifestyle using the power of gold and silver and all that the membership has to offer. But remember the initial problem that most people have of not being able to cover the $400 emergency expense? 7K has a way to help that too. Simply by sharing the 7K message, you will earn points across 2 teams, and 7K will thank you by sending you $500 once each team reaches 500 points. This can happen once or as many times as you choose by how often you successfully share the message and refer new customers. And the best part is when you earn enough points and a payment is triggered, 7K will drop it directly into what's called your Sound Money wallet. The Sound Money wallet is the most robust digital wallet today that deals with cash, gold, and silver. You can power your entire gold and silver strategy through this wallet. So as you can see, not only can you fund the wallet from any referral money generated, also from a bank account and even crypto wallets. You can purchase physical gold and silver in all forms, as well as digital gold and silver that is 100% backed by physical metals. Sound Money Wallet is also the first wallet of its kind that will allow you to send gold and silver or cash to other members for free. Earning a little extra money for sharing is super nice, but there are some people that love sharing that message so much that they want more potential. New levels of referral income can be unlocked by ranking up, from associate at $500 all the way up to presidential gold at $12,500 per week. Each new rank carries with it the potential for increased income. 7K truly is on a mission to help the average person build not only a strategy for their future wealth, but also a true legacy long into the future. There's a mantra here at 7K that the 7K community lives by, and some of it may resonate with you. We see things differently. They say stop, we say go. They strive for mediocrity. We are obsessed with significance. They said we couldn't do it, so we did it anyway. We build leaders, teachers, and entrepreneurs that create generational wealth, transform families, bring hope to the helpless, and significance to the successful. We are the believers. After seeing this information, the question is, where do you stand? How would you feel having a little more control over your financial legacy? How would your life be different if you had more time and money to do the things that you enjoy with the people you love? Our guess is that something you heard today made sense. Now, if that's true, don't wait any longer to start building your family legacy through one of the most powerful vehicles available today. Go ahead and pick up which membership is going to fit you best. If you're just looking to be a customer and start stacking assets with the 7K membership, the standard is an awesome option. For only $199 for the 1-year membership, it has plenty of benefits to move you in the right direction. But if you know you want to earn some extra income through sharing the 7K message, the premium is definitely the right choice. You will receive all of the same benefits as the standard, plus some extra silver in your welcome packet, and also some tools to help you get started sharing. Now, it's valued at over $1,500, but will only take $499 to get started with that 1-year membership. So thank you for taking the time to see why 7K might be a fit for you. But before you go, just take a note of where you might fall. Most people fall into one of 3 categories, and please take a note of where you might fit. 1 is to grab a membership and start stacking. 2 is to grab a membership and share the message to create a nice little side gig with some extra income. Or 3 is that you already know you want to share the message enough to work toward a full-time income. If you identified yourself as a 2 or 3, then take a look at our income disclosure to see how successful our members that actually decide to share the 7K message have been. You can see each rank and what the high, low, mean, and averages are for each one, and what it might take you to create a solid side gig or a full-time income. Also take note that 85% of our members don't actually share with anyone else. They just love the products and all the member benefits that come with 7K. Now, wherever it is that you may fit, we're very excited for you to become a new member of 7K.
Okay, so Zach did a really nice job with, like I said, watching the presentation. This is a brand new one, actually. They recreated at the beginning of this year, but this was the same nuts and bolts what the initial one that was shared with me, discussed and covered. And it's something that when you show an example, I think the one that stood out to me the most, even though sorry about that. What stood out to me the most is the one with the silver from 1965, the 2,500 1-ounce silver coins like that. Well, this is a great one. He was talking about raw bullion. The 2,500 ounces of silver or $2,500 in cash, paper money, fiat currency. That could buy you a 1965 brand new Ford Mustang. But if you took $2,500 in cash, fiat currency or paper money today and walked into a Ford dealer, you'd be looking at a down payment and another 4 to 5 years of paying off the car. Whereas if you had the same 2,500 ounces of silver and walked into a Ford dealer, you could buy 2 brand new Ford Mustangs. So you see how in that period of time, how much the value of silver has increased, whereas the value of the US dollar has decreased. Okay. And then also those examples he did for the houses, as far as how much gold, but back in 2001, what you could buy with gold. But if you had to, even today with less gold, you could buy 3 houses compared to just 1 house. So those are like really eye-opening aha moment type things for me. Like it's like I said in the chat, if you wanted to, you know, qualify for the drawing or something, if you had like if there was something that came out in this presentation that really stuck out to you, or something that you really weren't aware of or something, just send me an email, let me know what that is, and you're qualified for everything. But real quick, what I want to do is just like he mentioned in the presentation, he showed the founders, there's Zach Davis, Roger Ball, Josh Anderson, and Richard Hansen. Well, the one member of the 4 people there, if the name Roger Ball looks familiar to you, he has actually created a $2 billion company. Okay. And if the name looks familiar to you, that's because he's the founder of Melaleuca. That's a company here in the United States that has been successful for decades. They've been around for a couple of decades and they're still going strong. So it's like, that just kind of shows you the type of people that came together and that created 7K, and they wanted to find a way to actually share the opportunity with average everyday people, regardless of your income, your background, how you were brought up, how you could have the opportunity to save in the form of silver and gold. And it doesn't, it's like, this is something that when it was shared with me, I'm like, I wish I would have known about this when they first came about. Of course, they've been around since 2016, but just knowing, the whole concept of this is saving incrementally in the form of silver or gold. And depending on where you're at in your life and your position, I don't know you personally as far as your financial situations go, but if you even went with just like the basic, this American Silver Eagle, I'll just discuss this real quick, then I'll get into my special offer here, and then we'll wrap up with some Q&A. So like this here, this is a American Silver Eagle. Okay, it's graded in MS70, which is Mint State Perfect 70 is the highest grade you can get on a coin. And it's done by the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation. And what they do is they grade the coins for 7K. And then this is one that would come in your autosaver with your basic autosaver, okay? And this one here, it's the Utah State Series, okay? So the $1.2 million mistake, if you would have collected since 1986, if you would have collected one American Silver Eagle MS70 from that point till now, you would have spent, monthly, you would have spent incrementally like a total of maybe 40 to 50,000. But as you're spending it monthly, it's not, it's just slowly building for you. Well, that collection today is worth well over $1.2 million. So it shows you the power of collectibles, and also, in this case here, what the value of the American Silver Eagle, and what people are willing to pay for it too. But in this case here, with it being graded MS70, comes in a hard plastic case, and this is guaranteed that when you go to try and resell this, you're going to get the highest return value possible, because there's no other perfectly graded coin like it. Okay, so this is something that, if you go to liquidate, okay, Zach talked about stack and sell, which is a great opportunity. That's for you can sell directly to other people, either in 7K or actually who have products on stack and sell. And you're in a kind of like it's like a community of people that have collectors that understand the value of silver and gold and collectibles. And so they will go there in order to purchase things to complete your collection. And you can name your own price too. This is something that, even if you just, what I like was nice about stack and sell is it actually help you keep track of your inventory of what you have, track of your collection. And it'll actually show you, keep track of what you paid for it, and then also what the market value is too. So it really has some benefits. Even if you don't actually sell on there, I would encourage you to, if you take part in this, to actually utilize it, just in order to see, a total value of your collection, the total value of what the marketplace is and everything. So, or what the average cost of it is going for. And it's really kind of a nice asset to have. Okay. So it's another added benefit. It doesn't cost anything right now to do the stack and sell. It's a free option. But like with the MS70 Silver Eagle, this is something that when you're saving, because like right now, if you save in a bank or something, a bank is using your money to make money. Okay, they're loaning it out, they're actually investing in things, and they're making money off of your money. And here they're giving you, if you're lucky, you're getting 1% interest, which is nothing. Okay, so it's like you're getting like a penny on the dollar pretty much, and if you get that even. Okay, so it's something that they're utilizing your money to make money. And yet one of the things that they're invest in your money in is silver and gold and making money off it. So that's something to kind of keep in mind. So in this case here, when you're saving in the form of like silver or gold, and you can actually, you're not limited to just collectibles. 7K offers the bullions. You can buy the coins, the raw coins. They have jewelry. There's a bunch of different things that 7K offers. So you're just not limited to that. But I do want to point out that once you do qualify as an associate, if you do take the angle of earning passively on this, and like I said before, it's not required by no means. But if you are looking at it from that angle, you do want to make sure that you are you're a product of the product, as far as you want people to, you want to be on the autosaver and getting your monthly shipment. That way, when you're, sharing the opportunity with other people, you're saying, hey, look, this is, I'm on the autosaver. This is what I've got so far. When people see that, it helps, you build your own personal moral authority with who you're talking to. Okay. And it's like, so there's different options for the autosaver, and I'll go over those real quick here in a moment. And then I'll share my opportunity with you. But there's something, it's just something where when you start saving in the form of silver or gold, and it's tangible, where you actually hold it, it does something. And like I tell you, when I get my autosaver shipped to me every month, and I go to open up that FedEx package, because they do track everything. When I open it up, it's like, I can't really explain it. You have to experience it yourself. It's, what you're getting, but it's still exciting to do it. But then it's like, this is my savings. This is actually helping me build future and build wealth for my family. And you can actually physically touch it and hold it, and it's yours. And like what people with the membership and that, it's like, part of the cost of the membership is ensuring that you get quality silver or gold. It's something that they have their costs ahead of time to make sure to grade the coin, make sure they're getting an MS70 perfectly graded coin for you, and actually to have the inventory for everybody. And that's where with their membership packages, you do get a graded coin, whether you go with the standard membership or the premium. You do get a graded coin, so it's not like you're just paying something and just to participate or to start. You actually get something from the get-go. But then, like Zach did cover all the member benefits. I mean, how many companies out there offer you a healthcare plan in addition to, being a member? There's not a lot out there. Okay. And even like having the gold backed IRA, that's something that different benefits that they offer. And even the 7K Advantage program, which a lot of people will pay, $100 or $200 a year just to be in some sort of saver program where they get the same benefits that the 7K Advantage has, where it'll actually save them money in their daily spending, whether it's, whether you're eating at restaurants or, travel or hotels, car rentals, stores. There's different things in the 7K Advantage that you can utilize every day and save you a little bit each day. And we're here, people are paying X amount of dollars separate. Well, that's just an added benefit of the membership. So there's a lot of things involved in the membership. But real quick too, in order to have a coin graded, okay, say if you had your own American Silver Eagle and you wanted to have it graded. Well, in order to have actually NGC even look at it, you have to have a membership with NGC, and that's $25. Okay, it's $25 a year. And then in order for them to grade the coin, it's going to cost $35. So for one coin, if you want to have one coin graded, it would cost you $60, not even the cost of the coin, but just to have it graded, it would cost you $60. And then you don't know if you're going to get it graded a perfect MS70 coin. 7K is taking the guesswork out of it. They're actually doing that all ahead of time to ensure that with your autosaver, that's what you're getting. You're getting the highest quality possible coin. And everything that they do is traceable and trackable. It's something that even when your autosaver comes up, they send you an email, hey, we charge your credit card or your whatever. If you have money in your sound wallet or whatever, they'll say that. But if you have on a debit card or something to your bank account, they'll say, hey, we charge this or whatever. And then the very next day, because you get a copy of the invoice, and then the very next day you get an email saying, hey, this is your tracking number, your product shipped. And then 2 days later, bam, you get it in the mail, you're ripping that bad boy open and you're all excited. It's true. It's kind of what I go through month after month. So it's really, they're really a good company. In my personal experience with them. And I encourage everybody, always do your due diligence. If you're unsure about something, I always say, check with the Better Business Bureau and, see what they've got to say, because they are a physical company. It's not like a virtual thing where there's no actual place for them. They're actually located in Idaho Falls, Idaho. So if you were in that city, you could walk in their front door, and they do have normal business operating hours, and they do have a support chat. And then after hours, they do have support for a while, but if you have a question or whatever, you can actually put a question in there. And then very first thing next morning, somebody's getting back to you, whether it be via, in most cases, it's email, but I've even had a couple of times where somebody's actually called me the next morning to answer my question. So they're very thorough on their customer service, and they have a 4.5 out of 5 star Better Business Bureau rating. And at the time when I did the screenshot, they had 0 customer complaints, which is very nice because they've been in business since 2016. So in this case here, that speaks volumes about the company, that they're solid. They have a physical location. They do have a phone number you can contact them with. They do have a website. And like I said, like if you went to their general website here, because like with their share plan or pay it forward plan is like what I would like to call it. They want to make sure that anybody that's sharing 7K with somebody gets rewarded for it, because they're thankful to their members for sharing the opportunity. And that's why the whole compensation plan, however you want to look at it, I like to call it the cherry on top, or their pay it forward plan, but they just want to thank people for sharing this great opportunity with people. And that's why, to me personally, this is the best thing that has ever been shared with me in all my years online, hands down. And it's something that I even got my sons involved when I showed them this and explained this to them. They're like, right away they wanted to do it. Okay, so this is something that does make a difference. Okay, it is something that, and it may not be for you, but my point here was the informational aspect of things was to share that with you as far as what you can do. So maybe you don't live in one of the 7 countries where you can participate with 7K or share the plan with everybody else, but you can still implement the saving in the form of silver and gold in some way, some portion or value month after month after month, and start building that generational wealth. So it's like if you're in a country that's not listed, like their intent is to eventually be global, worldwide, wherever. But I know there's different stipulations with taxes, and different countries have different tariffs and everything, as far as when you ship something gold or silver or whatever, there's different taxes and everything involved. So like right now they're working on adding additional countries. It's just a slow process because it does take time. Okay, but they really are a good company. And like I said, if you aren't able to do this, try and implement this into how you save for your future. Okay, and in this case here, there's one point I was going to make here, and it's like you don't necessarily have to have a graded coin, but that's going to have a higher resale value or value to it when you go to liquidate it. But then also it's something that where if you think that this is something that you want to do, also if you're not located in a country that's 7K coverage right now, send me an email too, besides qualifying you for the drawings, but also say, hey Rick, I'm located in Lithuania, and 7K doesn't ship to Lithuania yet. So then I'm just using that as an example. Okay. So then what I'm doing, I'm actually keeping a tally of all the people that are interested in 7K. And then as their countries become available, I will reach out to you. So just make sure that the email address that you send it to me from, our message from, just make sure it's something that is one of your main ones, so that when I do get back to you, you have that information. Okay. So like I said, I wanted to cover real quick the different autosavers. Oops, there we go. Okay, so the autosavers, that's what's nice about 7K. Like, is because when you pick your autosaver, you don't have to worry about did I save this month or not? Am I actually building wealth for my family this month or not? When you choose the autosaver, there's actually 5 days you can choose from. There's the 1st, 8th, 15th, 21st, and 26th. And you can actually change those if you need to, because you might have more bills or something at a certain time a month or whatever. So you could actually, like, if you create your membership today, you still could wait till today's the 15th. If you wanted to, you could have your first autosaver shipped on February 8th. Okay, so once you have you're qualified as an associate, where you have a left and a right to earn passively, if you're looking at it from that standpoint, then you want to make sure that you're active with your autosaver for sure. But in this case here, you could join today, get the membership, and then with the membership, like I said, you do get a graded coin with it. So you'll get that in the welcome package sent out to you, and then so you do physically have something for that. But then for the autosavers, they have 4 different choices right now. There's the American Eagle, which is this one here that I showed you, and it's the U.S. State Label Series. in this case here, this is one thing that I'm trying to do with my youngest son is we're trying to put together the all 50 states of the U.S. The American Silver Eagle with the 50 state label series, because if you had a collection of 50 of all the United States and they're all MS-70 and it's a complete set 50 state series, that's going to be a nice collection, and a lot of people would be chomping at the bit to get their hands on, especially collectors. But that's a side note. So there's a U.S. American Eagle, which is a 105, the state animal series, which is a 1 ounce silver coin, but it actually is colorized, okay, and it's a perfectly graded coin. There's the state animal gold. Now I got one of these just to see what it was like. And this one here, it's this, okay, so it's kind of this is a half gram, okay, so it's a $5 face value. It's a half gram. It's a 0.999% pure gold, and there's only like a mintage of 5,000 of these. So what they're doing these for all 50 states in the United States. So it's the U.S. State Animal Series. So that would be like another nice thing to try and put together as a collection, is all 50 states. Okay. And then the one thing that they just came out with is 7 Pillars gold notes. And these are go for $115. Now, all this is before shipping and insurance. So there is an additional cost, like with the Eagles, the American Eagle. I know that one, I believe that one's like $117 with shipping and insurance each month, but that's the actual cost of the coin itself. So like if you were, if you were just in this case here, you want to make sure that you set aside $117 a month roughly for that. Okay. And these other ones, like with the state animal gold, that one usually is like around $199 right now with the shipping and insurance. But you can also have a thing where they bundle it. So if you want to have 2 autosavers shipped here in the United States, you can hold your shipments for 30 days and they'll ship them all out at once. Like if you were going to buy different items or whatever, they just kind of put it in an area where it's held separate for you. Then when your bundle release date comes and they ship it out to you, that helps you save a little bit on shipping. And then if you're in for other countries other than the United States, I believe it's the United States and Canada, you can do it for 30 days. Every other country, you can actually do it for 90 days. So if you wanted to save a little bit on shipping, you could have your autosavers just held for a 90-day period and then them all shipped at once, and that'll actually save you some cost on shipping. But I'll just show you real quick, this 7 Pillars gold note. It's 1/200th of an ounce of fine gold, and actually the note itself is gold. So it's not like plated or anything. The note is gold, and when they do with this, there's 7 of them in this thing, in the series. And if you actually look up online, Roots of Humanity, you'll actually be able to read the story about the guy who created these. These are replicas of the stained glass 7. This guy created stained glass windows that are actually like as tall as I am, like 6 feet tall. And it's on display in a college right now. But he actually created this, and actually there's only 10,000 of these made of this series, 7 Pillars gold note. But these are actually gold. It's put on gold to actually reflect it, because with stained glass, the light shining through is what makes it beautiful. But in this case here, with it being on a gold note, that actually draws out the color and everything, makes it appear like it's a stained glass window. So it's really cool. Okay. All right. So let's get back to here. So, okay, the special offer, and then we'll wrap it up here. Okay. So like Zach talked about the share plan. Okay. I like to call it the pay it forward plan. Okay. Now, if you're interested in becoming a member today, and by no means, even if you just use this information and utilize it in some way, shape, or form where you can actually get yourself to save in the form of silver and gold month after month after month, then even if you do that, then me sharing this presentation with you this morning was well worth my time, and I just enjoy sharing it because it has a wealth of information. It's like information that I did not know. I know a lot of people do not know this. And if you ask the common person, why should you save in the form of silver and gold? And they would not be able to tell you. So this is something that you can actually share this opportunity with other people. And even like this presentation that I'm doing here, you do have these tools in your back office. If you do create a membership, you do have these tools available to you to utilize and share the information with other people. Okay. And if you're interested in joining, becoming today, and if you're just looking at it from the standpoint of you want to do the autosaver month after month after month, and you're not worried about trying to earn passively, because like I said, it's not required. That's just an extra bonus if you want to do it. It's a cherry on top, like I said before. If you just want to create your membership and not worry about sharing it, just go to www.7kmills.com/Rick F. and you can create your membership there. And like, even if you went to 7kmetals.com, their main website, they're going to ask you who referred you to their website, because that's, regardless of, in this case here, my affiliate is the Rick F. And that was one thing I want to point out to you, is when you create your membership, you're going to have your own personal version of a 7K website that you can share with other people. You can put it on your social media, whether it's Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn. And if anybody clicks on that link and they actually make a purchase or take part in the membership, you get credit for that. Okay, so you do have your own personal website, which is really, really nice about 7K. It's not like something you have to create something on your own. And it's like, so that's another added advantage. But if you just want to create your membership, you can go there. But my special offer that's unheard of, that nobody else is doing in the industry, is if you want to work together as a team, okay, because in order to hit associate, copper, bronze, silver, and rank up to those higher weekly compensation plans, you do have to work together as a team. And that's what they have it designed, so that as you're growing, you're helping your team below you grow. And so what I want to do is offer you the opportunity to work as a team, where it's not my team and it's not your team, it's our team. We're together, we work together to help each other build, to rank up and qualify, so you can actually start getting that passive income and then making your life a little bit easier. Because one thing that they do that's really nice is if you hit the silver within the first 90 days, they, as an added bonus, 7K, if you hit the rank of silver in 90 days, then you're able to maintain it for 45 days, where that means that nobody canceled their membership, or the points dropped off, or something where people change their mind. If you're able to hold it for 45 days after you hit it in 90, they will actually give you a 100-ounce bar of silver. And right now that's running around $2,700, $2,800. It's been up as high as like $3,200, $3,300 when I first joined. So it does fluctuate. The silver and gold market does fluctuate, and there's no guarantee as far as what its value is going to be. But like you see here, over the course of time, it always has maintained its value. And like I used to say, I've said in previous presentations, like, you look at what one of the wise men brought the infant Jesus. He brought him gold, because even back then, gold had its values, its significance. It's always had its value throughout the course of time. Okay, so just kind of keep that in mind too. But if you want to be a part of the team, what I'd like you to do is go ahead and send me an email at rick@silverandgoldsolutions.org. Tell me, give me your name, your phone number, your best email address, and also your address. If you want to do this now, I do have a nice little welcome package. One of the things that I have here in the welcome package is this very nice, there we go, Silver and Gold Solutions mug that I want to send to you. And then also I will be sending you a copy of the Everyday Person's Guide to Gold and Silver. This is something that I've put together based a lot on the information that 7K shares, but also some research and stuff that I've done on my own. And I do have one other special gift that I will include it in there. I'm not going to tell you that it's a secret, but if you put your address on there, I will mail that to you. That's from me to you. Another bonus it's not from 7K. That special welcome package is from me. But what I want to share with you, if you want to be a part of the team, is the unheard of offer is, when you email me, say, Rick, put in there, Rick, tell me, how can I get my membership half off? And I will share that with you. And this is from me. It hasn't, 7K is not offering. This is my special bonus to you, for thanking you for taking the time to be on this call, to watch the replay, to be a part of the team. And I want to help you make 2022 your best year ever, and make you look back at 12 at the end of 2022. I wanted you to look back on it and say, this is the greatest opportunity that was shared with me. Okay, because I really think this is a life-changing opportunity. And if you're interested in doing that, I want to have you on our team. And what I will do is, so send me that email. And when I receive your email, I'll send you a link. And it's not even going to be my own link. It's going to be somebody else's on my team, like this one here, this Rick F1, that is my personal link. But if you want to be a part of the team, go ahead and I'll send me your email and your information. I will send you a link with one of the people on our team's links. And then once you get that link, create your membership right away. And as soon as you create your membership, email me back your referral link. And because it's going to ask you to create a username, which is actually going to be your referral link. So I usually tell people to try and keep it something short or something easy to remember. And then of course, keep up as professional, because this is going to be your referral link that you're going to share with people. Okay. And so you don't want to have something like, Big Harry Mary as your, I don't know why I came up with that one, as your username, because then as I'm sharing it, other people on the team are sharing it, people are gonna be like, why would somebody use Big Harry Mary as their referral name? But anyways, I'm just using the examples, kind of comical. But like I always tell people, kind of keep it simple and professional. Once you create your username and you get your affiliate link, send that back to me and I will in turn share that with the next person. So it's kind of like a timing thing is important depending on how many people take advantage of this today. So if a lot of people on the call are actually doing it, it might take me like an hour or two or whatever to get back to you, but it all depends on how quickly the people create their memberships. Okay. But like I said, also let me know if you're in one of those 7 countries. Let me know and I will share with you how to get your membership half off. And again, that's my personal gift to you for being on this call this morning, for taking your time and helping me celebrate the new year and my 1-year anniversary event. And then when I do send the link back, I will have my phone number on there so you can contact me directly. Although I want to utilize that more for a way for you to text me if you have questions first, because like I'd be more than happy to jump on a call with you to explain more if you have any questions. But also, like if you're sharing this opportunity with somebody else or you're sharing 7K and you have a question, but you're not quite sure about the answer, you could text me and say, hey, Rick, I need to know about this right away. And then I will get back to you as quickly as I can with that information. So it's like I encourage you to at least look into it. There is I believe there's a 5-day window if you create your membership and then you cancel. But as far as the autosaver in that, you can change the dates on when you want it shipped to you. It really is a great opportunity for you to actually start building wealth for you and your family. So I hope you enjoyed this presentation this morning. I want to thank you very much again for taking the time to spend your time with me. Happy New Year to everybody. And I'm really looking forward to working with you here together as a team. And let me just check the chat here. And okay, I'm not seeing. I'm going to put in here real quick. If you want more information on how things work with 7K, I do have a website that I do have some step-by-step how-to videos on it. Like what you would do after you would create your membership. And this is like a general information website, and it's also got some great information on there as well. But you can go to this one here in the chat, the silverandgoldsolutions.org. But that you can actually reach out to me there too. There's a contact form there. But like I said, if you have any questions, even an hour or two after this presentation, tomorrow, a week from now, or whatever, I still will honor all the bonuses and the giveaways that are in this presentation. I won't be doing that much longer. After next week, I will stop offering the bonuses. But if you do watch a replay and you do mention this, I will honor them. But just if you have any questions, send me an email at rick@silverandgoldsolutions.org, and I'll get back to you as quick as I can. Thank you again for everybody for taking the time to share your morning with me. I wish everybody a happy new year and great success and wealth and abundance in 2022. Take care.